Oi, oi, oi. Hello, Minna. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. My name is Mick. Nice to meet you all. Today we're gonna do 2.7 quest, story quest. Okay. So, let's start it. Let's go. Oh, shut. Wait a minute. I forgot to turn on the voice. Yup. Let's go.
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony.
Let's do a recap.
The Astral Express, upon invitation from the watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise, they unexpectedly become entangled in two bizarre murder mysteries.
อันนี้เควสโค้ด CCC H50 ยังไม่ได้เล่นนิกิมาเล่นนิกิอย่างเดียวเลยนี่เราจะมารีแคปกัน
A grand struggle for a legacy begins.
เล่น
Numerous
แค่
factions enter one after another,
แต่งห้อง
acting in
เล่นแค่นั้น
response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled. A confrontation between the emanator of the Nihility, Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's lies and reveals the existence of the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef. The Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about the dreamscape, the Stellaron, Mikhail, and the other nameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony. To fulfill the wishes of their predecessors, everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater with the intention of sealing the Stellaron. However, they are forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes with the fall of the Order once again. The future of Penacony remains uncertain. However, thanks to the mediation of the crew, the family and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus. Penacony regains the right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show. This crisis is ultimately resolved amid spectacular fireworks. With everyone receiving their own best ending, the tragicomedy of the sweet dream comes to a close.
ตัวไฟฟ้าใหม่เรามีตัวไฟฟ้าอะไรอีกป่ะที่เป็น5 ดาวนอกจากจิงหยวน5 ดาวดาเมจไฟฟ้ามีแค่คาร์ก้าซึ่งไอเกลียเป็นรีเมมแบนซึ่งเป็นสายซัมมอนเหมือนกันใช่อาร์เคลอนอีกตัวหนึ่งใช่ลืมไปอาร์เคลอนมันในลิตี้เพราะงั้นเอาแค่นี้พอลืมอันนี้ลืมจริงอันนี้ลืมจริงแต่นี้จะเป็นสายเป็นแบบประมาณว่าคิเลตคิดดาเมจอะไรปกติไงซึ่งอาร์เกลียจะเป็นสายซัมมอนใช่ไหมแต่คือเป็นเบสสแตทเป็นสายสปีดเพราะว่าเซตใหม่จะเป็นเซตสปีดใช่แต่ผมคิดอยู่ถ้าเอาเฮอร์ท่ามาก็คือถ้าจะเอาคู่กันก็จะต้องคู่กับเฮอร์ท่าด้วยกันเองแล้วใช่เลยเดี๋ยวผมจะกลับมารอเจดรีรันใช่แต่ถ้าผมได้เจดมาจะเอาไปเล่นกับตัวอะไรเนี่ยเพราะเจดอะผมฟาร์มของไว้ในระดับหนึ่งแล้วแหละ เหลือแค่ไอ้ตรงในส่วนของโลบกับออฟที่ยังไม่ได้นี่ยังไม่ได้ฟาร์มไม่ค่อยฟาร์มตรงส่วนนั้นฟาร์มแต่ลิลิกคือคือเจ็ดกับเฮอร์ท่าสีดาวมันเป็นแบบซินเนจี้ที่แบบดีมากๆเลยไงเดี๋ยวปั่นเดี๋ยวฟาดเดี๋ยวปั่นเดี๋ยวฟาดอ่ะมันเป็นซินเนจี้ที่ดีมากซึ่งพอมีอันละไปหนึ่งอันมันก็ได้สองทีมในการสายเบรกแล้วไงก็ได้สายแบบลงเขาเรียกว่าอะไรนะเพียวฟิคชันอะไรแบบนั้นน่ะซึ่งแรปป้าก็เล่นกะไอ้นั่นไปอะไรนะสายซัพพอร์ตของทีมหลักอะไรแบบนี้แค่เปลี่ยนดาเมจเป็นแรปป้าส่วนอันนี้ก็เป็นเฮอร์ท่าเจดแล้วก็จะมีโรบินหนึ่งตัวแล้วก็อาจจะมีฮีลเลอร์หรือไม่ก็เป็นอเวนเจอรีนที่มาเป็นสัตว์สเตนคอยป้องกันไม่ให้เสียเลือดซึ่งอย่างที่ผมบอกอะเฮอร์ท่าก็ไม่รู้จะเอามาเล่นกับอะไรเล่นกับเจดกันเองเหรออยากปั่นอะอยากคุรุอะ อย่างนี้คือถ้าที่อุตสาห์ปั้นมาก็คือปิวเลยนะแต่นั่นเป็นเรื่องของอนาคตเพราะงั้นปล่อยไปก่อนมาไปตะลุยกันอย่าลืมฮารุมาสะปีเป็นโค้ดเพชร50ของ CCC นะจ๊ะ
Did I sleep for long?
ตัวโคตรเล็ก
The sofas here on the express are too comfy. After falling asleep, even my dreams are soft and cuddly. Really? You're not kidding, are you? But if the cute forest, meadows, and little foxes hadn't started to twirl and fade away, I really might have slept for the
วัน
whole
นี้
day.
เล่น
I've
มิก
never
กี้ที่
had
ทำงาน
such a dream before. In most
ทำไซด์
dreams,
เควสรัว
I just go from one mask to another. But that's fun too.
แต่คื
The
อ
mask
เป็นเน็ต
streams
Wi-Fi
connect
แบ
to
บ
each
ภาพ
other
ก็จะไม่สวยเท่าไหร่
seamlessly, like you're
ก็พยา
walking
ยาม
in a
ฝืนเล่นไป
maze.
เรื่อยๆแล้วก็แบบ
Maybe one day
เดินไป
I'll
เดินมา
find the way
นู่นนี่นั่น
out.
เดินเล่นหากล่องหาเพชรไป เพื่อกาชาอีก20โลก็จะได้ของเซตลิมิเต็ดครบแล้ว
That's normal. I can't remember mine sometimes either. But that dream with the masks, each more vivid than the last. When I
ป
think
ลอ
about it,
เลรถ
isn't that
ไอ
an
ผัก
allegory
คบ
of
ชีส
my
แล้วก็
life?
อะไรกุ้งกระเทียมสเปน
I
ไม่
just
อร่อย
received another message.
จากที่วันนี้กินที่
Let
ทำ
me
งาน
see
มา
what kind of
ก็
fun
คือ
is
ซื้อเมื่อวาน
inside
นั่นแห
this
ละ
time.
แต่กินวันนี้ไม่อร่อย เป็นอะไรที่ไม่อร่อย เฉยๆอะมาตะลุยอุดอู้มา1 อาทิตย์
According to the ancient traditions of the name, welcome home,
มาดู
dear
ซิว่ามี
nameless.
ขายอะไรหรือเปล่า น่าจะมีซื้อหมดแล้วมั้ง ซื้ออย่างละ1ถ้าจำไม่ผิด ซื้อมาเฉยๆไอ้พวกเนี้ยซื้อมาไม่ได้ใช้เลยนะ
The eternal land.
ไปลุย แต่ดันถึงไม่มีเสียงไม่รู้เพราะอะไร ตั้งแต่ไซด์เควสแล้วดันถึงไม่มีเสียงเลย คนภาคไม่พร้อมมั้งแป๊บหนึ่งอ๋อเหรอ เกิดอะไรขึ้นไหนเรามาสิ เหมือนใจฮิเมโกะด้วยป่ะ เพราะว่าถ้าผมจะไม่ผิดแต่ฮิเมโกะก็ไม่มีในตอนไซด์เควส เดี๋ยวเป็นภาษาญี่ปุ่นเอาก็ได้ เดี๋ยวผมเปลี่ยนเป็นภาษาญี่ปุ่นเอา ภาษาญี่ปุ่นน่าจะไม่มีปัญหาอะไร เดี๋ยวเป็นญี่ปุ่นเอาก็ได้ เปลี่ยนอารมณ์เอา There is no record of this word in the data bank. Not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't haven't been with us on the express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
ตรงนี้กดได้ไหมไม่ได้โอเค Nice so sweat เนี่ยขัดใจมากๆเลยเจ๊ไม่มีเสียงเจ๊เดี๋ยวเปลี่ยนเป็นญี่ปุ่นเอา There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap our head around the idea that there's a world Achilles didn't venture into. But a journey like that was only routine to the express crew back then. After all, the trailblaze is to explore the universe boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stay out of discussions about destination. Final decision will likely still be on us to make. แต่คือจะไม่ออโต้นะ ถ้าเป็นภาษาญี่ปุ่นเราจะอ่านเนื้อไปด้วยนะ In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
พอหลอกเมื่อตอนเช้าดู YouTube ฟังข่าวมาว่า Aster Arcadia แห่งนิจิซาจิมีดราม่ากันแล้ว แต่ผมแบบอาบน้ำอยู่อะไรแบบนี้ก็เลยไม่ได้ฟังเต็มที่ เหมือนมีดราม่าประมาณว่าเหมือนกับว่าดูถูกทาเลนต์ผู้หญิงอะไรแบบนี้ของใครสักคนอันนี้ผมไม่รู้ อะไรแบบนั้น เป็นการดูถูกอะดูหมิ่นดูถูก ก็เลยเป็นดราม่ากันไป That what I thought too. Alright then. For now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the internal land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure. พอรอตอนนี้ใส่แว่นแล้วรู้สึกว่าจะต้องใส่แว่นยาวๆแล้วแหละ แบบใส่ตั้งแต่ตอนเย็นมาเลยแบบนี้กลางวันก็ไม่ใส่เหมือนเดิมใส่เฉพาะช่วงเย็นครับตั้งแต่ขับรถมาแล้วก็มาเล่นคอมตรงไหนแล้วเนี่ย Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it would be good for us to take some time out to make preparation for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous
ค่อยไปตอน
stops
3.0
to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We have barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. พอเราทับแต่ที่ผมดูVTuber หลายคนนะทุกคนหลายๆคนเขากด Sunday E6 อะไรแบบเนี้ย E6S5 อะไรแบบเนี้ยเถื่อนกันมากเลยคือถ้าให้บอกก็คือเป็นอัปเกรดสำหรับSunday เป็นอัปเกรดบรอนย่าจะเป็นแบบซุ่มเป็นโอกาสติดเปอร์เซ็นต์ว่าจะแบบสกิลจะไม่เสียสกิลพอยต์แต่อันนี้ถ้าใช้อันติแล้วก็ใช้สกิลใส่ตัวที่ติดอันติอยู่ก็จะไม่เสียสกิลพอยต์เอาเถอะปล่อยเขาไปเราคนจน เรา E0 แทบทุกตัวมี E1 ถ้าตัว Limited E1 E2 ก็มีแค่อะไรบูทิวมีบอกว่ามีไฟแน่นอนไฟรู้สึกว่าจะ E1 รวมถึงหลนเหมยเดี๋ยวอะไรพวกนี้เสร็จเดี๋ยวมาดูกันว่ามีตัวไหนที่เป็นมากกว่า E1 ที่ไม่ใช่ตัวถาวรนะ At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. They will witness a grand sensual wardens and during this moment in the relationship and those who will meet again include not only friends but also foes กลับมาที่ POV ของวันอาทิตย์ So a week later golden hour Pinnacle
Creating chaos is
Anh ấy
also a
hiểu
means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show.
แต่แรปป้าผมยังไม่ฟูต้องหาเสื้อแรปป้าใหม่อยู่
This sudden surge in
Think có hại
inter-family
nhiều
cooperative
luôn.
efforts. It's nothing but a
Chưa mấy
pretense
thủ
for
cày
those
sắp
outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
เพราะเสื้อที่ต้องใส่จะเป็นเสื้อสแตทหลักจะเป็นแอตแทกแล้วก็สแตทรองจะเป็นสปีดกับเบรกไง
Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out
เดี๋ยว
there,
นี้
each
เล
one more
ไก่ทอดคัตสึ
outlandish
ข
than
อง
the
สุดท้าย
last.
ของเลแล้วก็น่าจะไม่ได้กิน
Oh,
ยาวๆ
I've
แล้ว
heard those.
รู้สึกว่าเอียนเล
Conspiracy
กิน
theories about
สอง
how
วัน
the
สี่ข้อ
IPC had orchestrated everything and what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay.
ไนติงเกลแฟมิลี่อันนี้ผมไม่
All
มั่
I
นใจ
can say
ว่า
for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
ตระกูลอะไร
You mean
บาทายังพอเข้าใจเป็นของที่อะไรกาลาเกอร์
Most of the blame
So
was
they
pinned on
didn't
him when the
family.
Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though.
เอ๊ะ
I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened?
วน
Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we
เป็น
Pennaconians
อะไรที่แบบ
never
น่าสง
gonna
สัย
dream in
มาก
peace
เห
again?
มือนออกแนวว่าเป็นแบบละครไทยปลอมตัวเห็นชัดขนาดนี้แต่ทำไมดูไม่ออกเหมือนเป็นผู้หญิงแปะหนวด อันนี้เปลี่ยนเสื้อผ้าเฉยๆหน้าตาเดิมแต่ไม่รู้เรื่องนี่เรามาให้ดูรูปที่ถ่ายรูปในนิกิอันนี้รูปแรก อันนี้ลบทิ้งไปไม่สวย อันนี้น่าจะถ่ายตอนที่แบบเหมือนเก็บไอ้พวกนั้นอะไรทุกอย่างอันนี้เป็นอีเวนต์มันออโต้ถ่ายเองถ้าจำไม่ผิด อันนี้เป่าลูกโป่งก็ถ่ายได้นะ แต่คือผมไม่ได้ปรับเบอร์น่าเสียดายอันนี้ตอนที่เป็นฟังก์ชันใหม่โผล่มาจะเป็นแบบมีแบบคนอื่นถ่ายรูปแล้วเราให้แบบเรียกออกมาหรือว่าจะไปไลฟ์อะไรแบบนี้ได้เหมือนกันนี่ก็อีกคนหนึ่งชุดหลักๆผมก็เป็นชุดนี้นี่แหละอันนี้โอเคผมคิดว่าโอเคแต่น่าเสียดายที่ไม่ได้ทำเบอร์อันนี้จะเป็นช็อตที่เนื้อเรื่องอันนี้ถ่ายในบ้านในตอนบทที่2ของโนนอยอันนี้แบบปรับแต่งเยอะหน่อยตอนนี้คือผมจะถ้าถ่ายรูปจะไม่ค่อยใช้พรีเซตแล้วแต่จะใช้พรีเซตน้อยลงและใช้ปรับเอาเองมากขึ้นอันนี้ไม่สวยอันนี้ถือว่าโอเคจังหวะก็มีเอามาเป็นรูปโปรไฟล์อยู่ในเกมนะอันนี้เนื้อเรื่องอันนี้ก็เนื้อเรื่องอันนี้ไม่ใช่อันนี้ถ่ายเล่นลองถ่ายเล่นเมื่อวานมีหมาเปลี่ยนชุดแรกเป็นชุดนี้แทนถือว่าเป็นโอเคแต่งโอเคนะถ้าให้ผม ผมพูดอะผมว่าผมแต่งโอเคนะ และนี่ก็เป็นเซตสุดท้ายตอนนี้ยังไม่ได้แบบหามุมอยู่แล้วก็ลองปรับเล่น อันนี้ลองปรับแบบทำให้เบลอด้วย หมดแล้วลูก ถือว่าโอเค แต่ต้องปรับในการถ่ายรูปเพิ่ม อันนี้ผมคิดว่าน่าจะปรับเบลอไปหน่อย แต่คือมันช่วงกลางคืนด้วยอะไรแบบนี้ โอเค มาต่อ
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been seen. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
มาดูกัน อันนี้เราดูไม่ได้เพราะว่าเราไม่มีตัวไหนที่เรามีเป็น E1 อะไรบ้างไฟมีไฟเอา E1 ถ้า E2 เมื่อใช้อันติอะไรแบบนั้นเมื่ออยู่ในสภาวะอันติแล้วใช้ตบธรรมดาหรือว่ากดสกิลแล้วตีเบรกจะตีเพิ่มได้อีก1ทีก็คือปั๊มดาเมจได้ก็คือถ้ามี E2 ก็ดีจะดาเมจเพิ่มขึ้นเยอะเลยซึ่งรวมๆแล้วก็จะอยู่ได้คือตอนนี้สปีดผมมันจะกดอันติทีนึงจะใช้ได้4ทีแล้วถ้าได้เอ็กตาเทอร์ในอันนี้ก็จะได้อีก2ทีแน่ๆก็เป็น6ทีในร่างอันติซึ่งก็น่าจะพอ6ทีเสร็จก็น่าจะวนลูปได้อันติต่ออะไรแบบนี้น่าจะเป็นแบบนั้นโอเคก็จะมีตัวนี้ E1 ไฟ E1 หลิงชาม E0 อยู่แล้วอันนี้ปล่อยไปอันนี้ยังไงก็6การันตี6 อันนี้ E1 เพราะว่า Ignore Defense เมื่อ Ultimate วาง Ultimate Damage เพิ่มขึ้น 20% แล้วก็ Ignore Defense ด้วย ไม่ก็คือ 20% ignore defense นั่นแหละคือจะเอาอันนี้ด้วยก็ได้อันนี้จะถ้าได้ E2 มาก็ดีจะบวก attack 40% เลยนะเมื่อใช้สกิลแป๊บหนึ่งนะเมื่อหลวนเหมยอยู่ในสนามเพื่อนร่วมทีม attack จะบวก 40% เมื่อโจมตีใส่ศัตรูที่เกาะแตกก็จะมีก็ได้ไม่มีก็ได้เพราะสรุปแล้วมันก็สเกลในสเกลในส่วนของค่าเบรกอยู่ดีแต่ถ้ามี attack ก็ช่วยในการบูสต์สเตตัสยกตัวอย่างเช่นไฟฟ้าที่จะมีเทรดในการที่ว่าเนี่ยถ้าทุก10 point attack ที่เกิน 1,800 เนี่ยจะบวกเบรก 0.8% อะไรแบบนี้ก็ซึ่งอันนี้ไม่ได้บอกด้วยว่าสูงสุดเท่าไหร่ซึ่งแรปป้าก็มีเป็นแบบนี้เหมือนกันเทสทาเลนต์นี้เหมือนกันแต่อันนี้พูดทิวน่าจะไม่มีมั้งwhen stand off and gain pocket trick shot regenerate 10 energy cancel trigger did effect when gaining pocket trick shot stack exit max limit นู่นนี่นั่นบูทิวโดนเบาลงอันนี้ถ้าจำไม่ผิดอันนี้ผมอยากรู้มากเลยว่าบูทฮิลเนี่ยจะคิดเลทคิดดาเมจใช้ได้ด้วยเหรออาจจะต้องกลับไปดูใหม่สำหรับบูทฮิลขอฟังซะหน่อย มาดูซะหน่อย อยากรู้คิมันเถื่อนมากเลย อันนี้จะเป็นเซิร์ฟทดลอง ใช่ อันนี้เซิร์ฟทดสอบเซิร์ฟสตรีมเมอร์ เพราะว่าถ้าสแตทบวกขึ้นมาแบบเนี้ยเซิร์ฟทดลองแน่นอน โอเค ไม่ต้องอะไรละ นั่นแหละบูทฮิลเทรดนี้ไม่ค่อยมีจากความจำเป็น เพราะว่าดาเมจหลักมาจากค่าเบรกอยู่แล้ว เพราะงั้นไอเทมลิลิกของผมก็เลย อาจจะต่างกันแต่คือเห็นไหม Attack 2,000 แต่เลือด 4,000 เบรก 300 แต่ถ้ามีบวกบัฟนู่นนี่นั่นก็ขึ้นนะ300 น่าจะ 300 บวก สปีด 140 แต่ถ้ามีหลวนเหมยอยู่ด้วยก็จะทะลุ 140 145 ก็ได้บัฟเพิ่มอยู่ดี เพราะงั้นไม่ต้องห่วง จริงๆ ก็อยากจะได้เพิ่มนั่นแหละ แต่คือไม่มีดวง ไม่มีดวงที่แบบชิ้นอื่นจะเป็นสปีดอะไรแบบนี้ เนี่ยอย่างอันนี้เอามาทำไมคิอันนี้ก็มีสปีดแต่ไม่มีไอ้นี่ไม่มีเบรก ลองหน่อยมะสัก1 จึ๊กHP นี่แหละ แต่ตอนเนี้ยไอเซต Ion Cavalry เนี่ยจะเยอะมาก มาต่อเดี๋ยวให้ดูเสื้อส่วนเสื้อ HP เบรกและ HP ไม่เอา Attack เพราะว่าไม่ได้ช่วยอะไรคิก็ไม่ช่วยอะไรรู้สึกว่าจะไม่มีชิ้นอื่นที่มีเบรกด้วยไง ก็เลยต้องแค่นั้นไป Effect Hit Rate ไม่ควรจะเอาเพราะว่าไม่ช่วยอะไรเลย Defense ก็อาจจะช่วยได้แต่ไม่มีเบรกว่าแล้วใส่บทก่อนอันนี้ก็บทไปด้วยมาดูกันต่อตัวไหนที่มี E1 อะไรแบบนี้อีกอันนี้บูทิวไม่มีนะโรบินไม่มีอันนี้ก็ไม่มียุนลี่และป้า E0 อันนี้ก็0จิงหลิว0อยู่แล้วอาเคลอนก็0อยากจะดึงแต่ว่าเพชรไม่พออยากจะดึงเพิ่มแต่เพชรไม่พอคือถ้าได้E2 ก็คือโอเคแล้วเพราะว่าจะได้ไม่ต้องใส่อะไรอ่ะคือตอนนี้ถ้าจะเอาให้ค่าเทรด อันนี้มั้งหรือเปล่าหรือว่าอันนี้ หรือว่าไหน อันนี้ที่ต้องใช้นี่ Nihility เพิ่มอีก2ตัวเนี่ยก็คือจะใช้แค่ตัวเดียวเลยถ้าเป็น E2 คุณก็จะได้โบนัสเป็น 160% ทันทีไม่ใช่เพราะถ้าตอนนี้ถ้าแบบเป็น E0 เนี่ยต้องใช้2ตัวถึงจะได้160ตัวต้องใช้เพิ่มอีก2ตัวนอกจากอาร์เคลอนต้องบอกแบบนี้เพราะถ้าใช้ตัวเดียวก็จะได้แค่ 115% ขึ้นมาจิตนึงผมเลยต้องใส่ Silver Wolf กับเปล่าไปไบรูปล่อยไปเพราะว่าไบรูน่าจะสัก E1 E2 จริงอยู่0 0 0 0 อันนี้ E1 แล้วเพราะว่าอย่าลืมว่ามีตัวฟรีแจกฟรีผมดึงบอลย่ามาอาจจะเอามาใช้ในอนาคตก็ได้เพราะว่าสกิลบอลย่าจะเป็นบวกดาเมจสามารถบวกบวกบูทฮิลได้ไหมบวกได้เพราะอะไรในส่วนของสกิลอันนี้จะบวกดาเมจ 66% บวกดาเมจไม่ใช่บวกดาเมจนะไม่ใช่บวกแอตแทกนะก็คือเหมือนจะเหมือนซันเดย์ที่บวกดาเมจเหมือนกันแต่ซันเดย์จะแบบบวกคีดาเมจคีเลทอะไรแบบนี้ด้วยบวกคีเลทในแบบธรรมดาด้วยต้องบอกแบบนี้แต่คีดาเมจบวกอยู่แล้วแต่ซันเดย์จะบวกคีเลทด้วยซึ่งบอลย่าจะบวกแค่ดาเมจสกิลเป็นดาเมจแล้วก็อันติเมจจะเป็นแค่คีดาเมจซึ่งรู้สึกว่าสเกลคีดาเมจในส่วนของซันเดย์จะเป็นคีดาเมจเปอร์เซ็นต์ถ้าเล่นเลเวล10เนี่ยจะเยอะกว่าแต่ไอบวกแฟลตแบบแฟลตเลย 20% เนี่ยจะน้อยกว่าแต่มันทำให้ซันเดย์ทำดาเมจได้เยอะกว่าอันนี้เบสิกแอทแทกบอลย่าตีคี 100% ถ้าเป็นสัก E4 เมื่อเพื่อนตีจะติด follow up ยิงคี 100% ไปแต่ 80% ของดาเมจผู้ฉวนอยากได้ไรโคนแต่ไม่ได้จำแม่นเลยเกลืออันนี้ก็ E0 เหมือนกัน E0 รัวๆตอนนี้คือต้องบอกว่าแค่ E0 ก็ดึงยากแล้วต้องบอกแบบนี้ไม่มีแล้วหมดแล้ว5 ดาวมี E1 ไม่กี่ตัวมี E1 ไฟล้วนเหมยแค่นั้นเองมั้ง ถ้าบูทิว E1 Ignore Defense อีก 16% ยิงแรงขึ้นอีกหน่อยนึงโอเคลุยเดี๋ยวก่อนทำไมเปิดวาร์ปไม่ได้หรือว่าเพราะเป็นแบบเนื้อเรื่องของซันเดย์เลยเปิดวาร์ปไม่ได้เป็นแบบนั้นป่ะเขามานั่งเปิดวาร์ปใหม่เนี่ยโอ้ my god เปิดวาร์ปหน่อยก็ได้เปิดวาร์ปหน่อยก็ได้วิ่งเปิดวาร์ปแป๊บนึงนะน่าเสียดายเราไม่มีท่านนายพลถ้ามีท่านนายพลจะวิ่งกว่านี้จะแว้นกว่านี้ Let's go open the TP one left on the left side right hi okay
Sound lingers. Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal.
ปะดาปับปะดาปับเดี๋ยวว่าไปได้ดูหรือยังฮารุมาสะเดี๋ยวเปิดคลิปฮารุมาสะให้ดู แต่จะเปิดทางโครมจะไม่ได้ยินเสียงนะบอกก่อนเป็นแนวประมาณในเรื่องฮารุมาสะรอของฮารุมาสะ DCC อ่ะโคตรมืดอ่ะพอดไปก่อนพอดอันนี้แปะลิงก์ให้ดูอันนี้ฮารุมาสะนะจ๊ะมาแล้วมาให้รีพอร์ตแล้วรีพอร์ตทันทีแบบไม่ต้องรอแฟนเซอร์วิสโชว์หน้าอกอีกแล้วแบบไลเตอร์กินยาอะไรด้วยไม่รู้โคตรดาร์กที่คอมีรอยอะไรไม่รู้เพิ่งสังเกตตอนแรกดูในมือถือไม่เห็นมีรอยอะไรไม่รู้ด้วยสี่จึกนี่เป็นสาเหตุที่ทำให้ฮารุมาสะใส่โชกเกอร์แน่นอนอุ้ยฮารุมาสะเหมือนพนักงานบริษัทเลยพวกตัวประกอบไม่มีหน้าตาฮารุมาสะมีหน้าตาอยู่คนเดียวจริงด้วย แล้วก็มาเกมเพลย์เฉยเลยอุ้ยเหมือนกับว่าเป็นมนุษย์ทดลองอะไรหรือเปล่าถึงโดนแบบนี้เนี่ยตามี2 สีเขียวเหลืองวนลูป Inception แต่รอบนี้ใส่โชกเกอร์อยู่แล้ว Look closer to you Look closer it's you อุ้ยโอเคชัดเจนแล้วว่าเกมเพลย์ในเรื่องของฮารุมาสะสตอรี่ฮารุมาสะจะเป็นแบบนี้นะอาจจะไปตะลุยกับอดีตของตัวเองเมื่อกี้น่าจะอันติที่เป็นธนูยิงธนูบนฟ้าแล้วโดน AOE นั่นนะ อุ้ยจำได้ไหมไอตัวสีขาวไอบอสสีขาวที่วับไปวับมาได้อะที่ถือคล้ายๆเป็นดาบธนูแบบเนี้ยซึ่งยิงไกลได้แล้วก็แบบวับฟันได้อะที่ชอบมาคู่กับไอดูราฮันไอตัวดาบโล่อะชัดเลย อาจจะโดนทดลองแล้วเป็นตัวนี้แล้วก็แบบรักษาหาย อันนี้อาจจะนะ อันนี้คือรอที่ผมเดา มาอีกแล้วมาเสร็จมาอีกแล้ว Happy birthday Congrats on making it this far จบ โอเค เปิดเสียง ปิด แล้วก็เปลี่ยนมาเป็นภาษาญี่ปุ่น ต้องอย่าลืม นะอันนี้ Voice JP เกาหลีต้องโหลด5.8มันสามารถลบได้นะ เดี๋ยวนี้ตอนนี้สามารถลบได้แล้วถ้าไหนไม่ได้ใช้ มา เรามาสดับฟังเสียง JP กัน เพื่อความชัวร์เสียงใช่ไหมเสียง JP ใช่ไหมไว้ JP Tech English โอเค
ハウンドが2人
I see two bloodhounds
先ほどの2人と違って重要な仕事があるようですね
official business unlike
エディオンパークで何かあったのでしょうか
What happened at Eden Park
おーい君ばっかずるいぞ
ลืมไปว่ามาเป็นช็อตนี้มันเล่นเป็นภาษาอังกฤษได้ใช่ตอนนี้ที่เรารู้ก็คือดันเหิงไม่มีเสียงใช่ไหมกับฮิมิโกะที่ไม่มีเสียงเราไม่รู้ว่าจะตัวไหนอีกที่ยังไม่มีเสียงไม่มี voice
失礼背が低いことを忘れていました
ชิสุเรเดสงะก็คือถ้าชิสุเรอันนี้เป็นแบบอะไรนะแบบไม่สุภาพเป็นแบบพูดแบบพูดธรรมดาชิสุเรI've got that you are not very tall
まったくなんで僕が君についてないといけないんだ
Remind me Why do I have to make this trip with you again
あなた以外に選択肢はないと言ったはずですが
เสียงหล่อมากเลยเสียงญี่ปุ่น We've been through this You're the only one I can turn to now
そもそも私たちは相入れない関係でしたからねいくらあなたに害が及ぼうと両親が痛むことはありません
เสียงหล่ออ่ะเอาจริงๆเสียงญี่ปุ่นหล่อมากเลยนะ Besides we once lived a cat and dog existence embroidering you in my affair won't wait on my conscience concern
そんなこと言うなんて君には良心ってものがないんじゃないか
น่าจะเสียงผู้หญิงนะถ้าใจเดา Usually don't have much for of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that
そうだとしても借りは返してくれるのでし
If
ょ
you repeat this favor all the
あ
same
なたにとって私は2度目の生を与えた救世主も同然ですから
After all you're only alive today because of me You owe me that much
はあそういうのって普通自分で言うか
Holy moly Are you getting any more conceit?
あなたが荒野に捨てられ死にかけていた時生きる道を示して命を救ったのは私でした
When you were abandoned in the wild near your end I showed you a way to survive and help you escape the job there
あなたが光を失い前途が分からなくなっていた時手を尽くしてファミリーでの地位を守ったのも私でしたよね
When you were at your wit ends and felt lost about your future I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family
はあ本当によく回る口だなもういい分かったただ借りは返すにしても無駄死にするのはごめんだ
Okay I get it already You have a way with words, I give you that. Still, it's one thing to repair a favor, but quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's
っ
way.
ていうか、なんでピノコニーに戻ってこないといけなかったんだ？まさかカンパニーの言いつけか？
I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Pinakoni? Is this an IPC mission?
そう。なら自由を与えましょう。その代価としてかつての家族の敵になってもらうけれど。とか？
Did they make you a deal? You can't have your freedom back, but in return, you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
残念ですがレディ翡翠からは
ใช่หาก
何の
ไม่รู้
指示も出ていませんよ。
ซันเดย์ออกมาได้เพราะว่าเจดช่วย แต่มีข้อแม้เงื่อนไขอะไรสักอย่าง ซึ่งเราน่าจะมารู้ในสตอรี่ 2.7 นี้กันนะครับ Regrettably, Lady Monchet didn't drop so much as a hint by it. เดี๋ยวเรากลับไปเป็นภาษาอังกฤษ
あなたは自由よ。己の本分を超えようとした
เสียงเจด
神に選ばれし者。その翼を折り、属性を訪れ、大地を歩き、この世界の真の姿を見てくるの。
Go now, you are free, O chosen one, who dare to exceed his bounds. See where your wings descend to the mortal realm and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
あなたたちの慈悲などいりません。
I will not accept your charity.
言ったでしょ？これは取引だって。それに今すぐ答える必要はない。収穫は一夜にして得られるものではないもの。私が一番得意なのは待つことなの。夜は長く、美しい夢はまだ続いている。
As I
ゆっ
mentioned
くり
earlier,
考える時間はあるわ。
okay, หมดละ As I mentioned earlier, it's a trend, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
そんな意味深な言葉だけを残して彼女は自由を返してくれました。その代価を支払えるかについては
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my own freedom. ลืมเล่นไอ้นี่เลยไอ้ The First Descendant เดี๋ยวเล่นเสร็จเดี๋ยวเราจะเดี๋ยวเมื่อปิดสตรีมเดี๋ยวผมจะเล่นสักออฟสตรีม4 รอบในส่วนของเก็บอะไรสักอย่าง
代価が何なのか
ทำเควสนั่นแหละง่าย
まずはそれをはっきりさせなければなりません。
I will only know when I find out what it is.
カンパニーに借りを作るとろくなことがないぞ。
But nothing good ever comes out of being in IPC dev.
生産には時間が必要ですから後のことは後で考えるとして今は自由の権利を行使しましょう。
I'll cross that bridge when I get it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I will regain?
捕まるために自由を行使するのか？
Walking straight into the trap?
あるいはかつての行いを償うためにですね。
Or by making amends for past deeds?
これが永遠の別れになるでしょうからピノコニーを離れる前にもう一度この場所を見て回り自分の過去を振り返ってみたいと思っているんです。
When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So before I leave Pinakoni, I would like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
そんなの遠くから一目見るだけでもいいじゃないか。
Can you just look back on it from a distance?
他にもやりたいことがあるんですよ。ピノコニーの秩序は長い年月をかけて根を張り巡らせてきました。哲学の大事が陥落したとはいえ美しい夢の中にはおそらくまだ 多く家の影響が残っているでしょう。
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Pinakani wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual trace of the old family's influence.
自分を買いかぶりすぎだ。他の四大クランだってその程度の問題どうにかできる。
Get off your high horse. The other four families are more than capable of working things on their own.
自分が罪を犯したことを知っているからこそ、他人に後始末を任せるわけにはいかないのです。
I might go astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
そうは言っても、カンパニーが二度と助けてくれないことも知ってるだろう。またファミリーの手に落ちたら、今度こそおしまいだぞ。
どうしても変え難い習慣もあるのですよ。
Oh, habits die hard.
ネクタイはまっすぐに、シャツはベストから出ないように、スラックスのラインは直線になるよう保ち、常に靴の先に合わせる。外出するときは寸分の乱れもないよう身だしなみを整えなければなりません。
The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the waist. Trouser seams should be perfectly straight and always align with the tip of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door.
故郷に別れを告げるときも当然そうすべきでしょう。
The same applies when bidding my home farewell too.
でもエディオンパークと何の関係があるんだ？まさかあの創始者って君が変装してたのか？
そんなに年を取ったつもりはありませんが。
冗談だって。
Oh, come on, take your will, yeah. โอเคกลับมาเปลี่ยนเป็นภาษาอังกฤษเหมือนเดิมลืมไปว่าหลุดเครื่องบินแล้วซึ่งเราไม่รู้ว่าจะมีตัวอื่นอีกไหมนะแต่คือ2ตัวอย่างที่รู้กันว่าแน่ๆ Hello
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need... Mr. 1 Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
เฮ้ยมีนี่ด้วยฟังก์ชันแบบรีแคปปีนี้สตรีมไปทั้งหมด 1,059 ชั่วโมง 393 สตรีมไป 361 วันหยุดไปนิดๆหน่อยๆโดยที่มีคนดูซึ่งก็เป็นคุณเซนนอนแล้วก็อีกคนอื่นอีกหน่อยๆรวม 348 ชั่วโมงหรือเปล่าใช่ 348 ชั่วโมงและนี่คือเกมที่เราเล่นมีอยู่แค่นี้แหละจะเป็น Apex เวลา Grinding The First Descendant Star Rail CCC มีแชทส่งข้อความมาทั้งหมด 7,130 แชท
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now.
แต่โทษครับ
It'll only make us
โอเค
look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Okay.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
No consumption should order than burger, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to bird. Do not discard trash in trash can. Please do not use soaked glass bottle cap sold by the Dream Joy Troop while experiencing attraction. Handstand walk around flower beds are prohibited. Attention! Conduct that have not been mentioned and are not necessarily safe. They just have not yet been revealed.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What? Be kind to birds.
Looks like some rules weren't distorted. That's a word-for-word account of what I said back then.
Did you make this rule because your sister is named Robin?
No, it was for Mr. Gopherwood. He used to stop by the park to people watch and appreciate the vibrancy of life. This was his way of recharging whenever things wore him out. I wanted him to rest undisturbed.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time? I'd love to see you do a handstand.
No, thank you.
ต่อไปก็อะไรเวทีป่ะ ช่างเถอะ
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Okay, one by one.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Huh?
Let's try that again.
เดี๋ยวก่อนนะ
What's going on?
Yeah.
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
They had one guy come on leave. It's like what he wanted, he was rainbow.
How do you feel?
Bad.
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle.
Rules are meant to be broken.
When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Yep.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
Ah, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Let's go!
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that. Since warning have been proven futile, punishment is now inevitable. Oh,
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Existence is unity.
Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Yeah.
Dreams do come true. Let the show begin!
Everything in this world is bleeding. Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Be of your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Let the show begin! Let's improvise.
Set the seas ablaze!
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
ขอเวลา5 นาทีออกมา
Everything
Rappala, I'm back. Sorry I'm late.
Do not discard trash in trash cans.
ห้ามทิ้งขยะในถังขยะ
This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Anything will do.
Something's happening.
ขยะทองเดี๋ยว what the fuck
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Discernment tuning. The after echo of order. One distorted. Only add to the chaos as a tuner so they can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Read place and forgotten her. น่าจะโทรศัพท์ถ้าจะให้เดานะ
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
ไปไหนเนาะโอเค this way
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
Oh.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
หลอกเราให้มองเห็นไปว่าเป็นหุ่นกระป๋อง
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him, but be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
Eh?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Well...
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony, too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Sound lingers. Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
ไม่ต้องจูนแล้ว
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have
รู้แหละมั้ง
departed
น่า
to
น่าจะ
continue on its
เซฟ
trailblazing
ไอ้รู
journey?
ปที่เว
Why
ล
have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony?
เรียกซันเดย์พลาดลืม
Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case,
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
there's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Huh? เวิร์ตัวสูงมากเลย
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This...
How?
how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge
เป็น
problem.
หยุนเต็มไปหมดเลย มินว่าเดี๋ยวจะทะเลาะ
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mrs. Screwlum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses show up to the Chamonix Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphoris is a world influenced by 3 parts, and the erudition is one such part. Amphoris มี 3 พาร์ท แน่นอนแหละมี illusion มี remembrance อีกพาร์ทหนึ่งเราจะยังไม่รู้ว่าเป็นอะไรอาจจะเป็นไอ้ propaganda ก็ได้ propagation propagation อาจจะเป็นอันนั้นก็ได้หรืออาจจะเป็นอันอื่นก็ได้เราไม่รู้เหมือนกัน
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
อาจจะเป็น nihility ก็ได้ You're right. So this had to be related to Emanator. Or perhaps even the Eons. That's why I want to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there is a chance the Guardian of Recollection is behind. She has always had a keen interest in the remembrance technology after all. It also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Runmei acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalinga Abyss to bring the Leviathan carcass back for our new friend. Speak of her. This is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expect to see an old friend at Runmei.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a ball that really runs deep.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Wouldn't ever see a point in keeping work and favors apart? In her request, she hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Central. Considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Ting-Yun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacation. They'll probably have a wonderful time now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead?
What the
He
heck?
knows how to present things logically.
Who is he? I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
แล้วแยกล่างหรือเปล่า Before the challenge terribly. Build the laughing monet March 7.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, She multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Hello.
It's been a while, everyone.
Hello.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Mr. Yang, have you turned on us?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Well, Phil, then all you've been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
He was a worthy opponent.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guest?
Yup.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Why are you that easy to communicate with? She should be inside.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Eh?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
Liaison.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want to clone a copy of myself too.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes.
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
Sure. Let's do it. Invincible fan วิวด้วยติ่ง
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky.
I think that I might
I'll
have
take
to
you next time.
speak with everyone.
Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Sleepwalking Invincible fan วันนี้กราเปอร์ต้องหน้าตาคนนี้ ฮาร์รี่คุณเซล
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her? Here's the Pentaconey News.
น่าจะเหลือซิวเวอร์ทังแล้วแหละที่เราต้องไป
Again, another moment of peace has passed over
ไปแค่ซิวเวอร์ทัง
and that
alright you here
This Miss Ting Yoon looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
What?
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting Yoon is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into nodes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
นุนเยสยิงไม่เข้าอีกแล้ว แต่ล้ำหน้าหรือเปล่า
Oh, were you all looking for me?
หาย
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
There she is. So this is also a sign of missing you.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
Oh.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Huh? One week จะรอดไหม Oh. Click.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
แฟนเตเลียหรือเปล่า
Never mind.
เฮ้ยน่ากลัว
Look! It's working!
Damn.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress.
Damn.
Did I conduct myself improperly?
Sheesh.
Miss Tingyun, you're finally back!
Book.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
น่าสงสัย
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Oh, 1 week? 1 week? Then listen up on the eyes and remember shot before the bird of interest and missing chaos might emerge.
Don't be afraid.
FPS เหรอนึกว่า FPS
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from?
Ooh.
And where does this path lead?
Please don't call her big sister. Hurry and Phúc đâu cổ.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
Uh-oh. Hello.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Investigate.
This girl is...
You. Observation log day 6. Increasingly rare, the observed subject has started to provide short answers for some simple questions. Madame Run May was here then to record a question. What's your name? The subject replied with 3 seconds. Within 3 seconds, Ting Yun. What did you encounter? The observed object spent the sufficient period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned 4 times, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggling to elucidate that knowledge during the limited period of coherence.
Ting Yun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me?
Who it is?
Not yet time to return. These are...
I don't know what it is.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you?
Destruction.
And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars?
Tear my heart open, so myself.
Wait!
No, ไม่ใช่ My weakness says.
Is this called Coexisting?
Don't worry.
มีโคตรเยอะ
As I said before, you're not alone.
มาดูสกิลกันคร่าวๆนะตีธรรมดาเป็นบลาสด้วยสกิล Grant one ally Foxian player which increase break effect and enable to reduce toughness when attacking enemy that doesn't receive ultimate you reduce enemy toughness talent ก็มา0-0สำหรับลิเวอร์พูลกับกิโลน่าตอนนี้กิโลน่ากับลิเวอร์พูลก็มา0-0นะจ๊ะ When foot is on the field, enemy target will get additional afflict with a Cloud Flame Blaster. When Cloud Flame Blaster is reduced to 0, the enemy take weakness break again. After ally attack weakness broken, the enemy target deals super break damage.
Share good fortunes.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
มาดูกันเบฟเฟกบวก 30% and cancel the type เนี่ยเป็น attack enemy that does not have weakness type with the effect at เท่าที่ขึ้น 50% of the top เนี่ย
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! This is more fight to live!
ไม่เห็นคำว่า super break เลย
I will claim victory for myself. Set the seas ablaze!
เนี่ย super break
No holding back. Unite our goals.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
เดี๋ยวพอให้เดินต่อหมดconversation เดี๋ยวผมมาอีกรอบหนึง
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
เซฟ
Feeling more awake?
ต้องไม่พลาดต้องไม่พลาดชอบโทมัสเนี่ยเดี๋ยวมา I'll be back okay I'll be back I'm back.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, pass event review by turning receipt to darkness once more.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
Yes, you are. Only for a little while.
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's alright. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then.
Okay.
It's ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
Oh, it's back.
Shall we keep going then?
Let's go. Where are we going?
Did you forget already? Miss Ting-Yun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. So we better not drag our feet.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as souvenirs for my friends back home. My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop, so I'm here to take a look.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady Fu Xuan of the Divination Commission. What do you think best suits her?
Yeah, who's you on? Lucky eye math.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
A meticulously thought out and interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Let's go with that. Next is General Jing Yuan.
Who is the last one? I really want to know. Can you join me a film reel? Could it be Yangqing?
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves excitement.
Sawgrass syrup. No, don't give a kid alcohol. Halloween wing accessories.
Both wings and horns? That's a little much, don't you think?
Danimal Sawgrass syrups.
That's a good idea. It might be commonplace, but it's still the specialty of Penacony. It would make for an ideal gift to bring home. That's all of them. Please wrap them up for me. Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere. But Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself? That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private? Perhaps somewhere more secluded. I'd like to discuss a personal matter.
Sure.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting-Yoon, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Sparkle, how?
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me.
What the fuck, man?
What was your impression of that Ting-Yoon, if you recall?
A bit calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you?
A potential emanator of destruction. A true merchant.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
High EQ. Extremely flexible.
Now's not the time for those kinds of jokes.
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Ting-Yoon you remember?
Ting-Yoon? Oh my god. Yes.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Ting-Yoon. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Luofu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case,
ต้องบอกว่าคิโร
we
น่าวางแผนมาดี
wouldn't
นะ
have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Fantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
รู้เลยมาในจอสตรีมผมหน้าติงหยุนออกแดงๆมากเลย
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Oh, he's so sweet. You're welcome.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Ting-yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-yoon in your memories won't be tainted by Fantilia anymore. All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Okay. I think you can finish tonight. It should be just a few more.
Watch your step now.
A dream about eons.
What an ad. Let's switch to JP voice.
Mukyo Shop へようこそ。このエドワードがご用件を受けたまわります。
プレゼント用の夢を買いに来たんだ。異国情緒たっぷりのずーっと楽しめるやつがいいな。
一つ助言をさせてください。過度な襟好みは作品を探すのに役立ちません。結果としてお客様が気分を害されることになってしまうでしょう。しかしいつの時代も幸運なお客様というのはいるものですね。つい最近その条件に完璧にマッチする夢の泡を入荷したところでした。物語の舞台は泉州同盟。若い剣客が剣士の座を手に入れようとしていた。だが彼は100歳になったばかりだった古族の妹弟子によって窮地に立たされる。
なんか聞いたことがあるようなないような。泉州へ持ち帰るのですから、せっかくですし同盟とは無関係のものにしましょう。いくつか適当に選んでいただいて構いません。
私としてはあなたのような適当淡々と決めてくださるお客様が一番助かります。
適当にあしらえるって言いたかったんでしょう。変なものは選ばないでよね。あ、無教といえば実は恩人様にも贈り物があるのです。連日ご迷惑をおかけしているのにお詫びと感謝の意を示さないわけにはと思いまして、恩人の皆様に夢の泡を用意しました。ぜひ受け取っていただけると嬉しいのですが。わあ、ありがとう。もちろん受け取るよ。
帝雲ってばここまで気を使わなくていいのに。
どうぞ、こちらがお選びした夢の泡でございます。ご利用ありがとうございました。またのご来店をお待ちしております。
さて、したいことはすべて終えました。そろそろ戻る時間ですね。時間だね。天雲を泉州まで送らなきゃ。なんだか名残惜しいよ。
Let me say goodbye. Let's talk. Yeah. สาระจัดการให้ได้ต้องมาดูเสียงที่มีหรือเปล่ามิโกะ
あら、
มี
戻ってきたのね。
You're back.
ただいま。いろいろあってちょっと遅れちゃった。具体的には幼児ちゃんが戻ってきたら説明してもらおうかな。そういえば泉州の使者はもう到着してる？
ええ、まさかの知り合いだったから久しぶりに話してたのよ。
ไฮยูเลียเจดหรือเปล่า
あなたたち元気だったかしら？
玉様。
あ、何度も何度も繰り返しこの光景を想像してきたわ。みんなの前で失態を演じたくないから何を言おうか一言一句考えてきたのよ。でもその必要はなかったみたい。迎えに来たわ、天雲。
ハッピーエンディング。
私たちはしばらく席を外すわね。久しぶりの再会でしょ。ゆっくり話すといいわ。
まさか玉空様が迎えに来てくださるなんて驚きましたけど本当に嬉しいです。
私が自分から立候補したの。だって戻ってくるのがあなただったんだもの。
私ですものね。
その体これから大変になるでしょう。
常世と写し世の境から帰ってくることができたのです。他のことは襟好みしたりしませんよ。それに悪いことばかりではありません。今なら玉空様と腕相撲をしても私が勝つかもしれませんから。
相変わらずの落ち着きぶりね。
話
したいことがたくさんあるけれどそれは道中の楽しみにしましょう。ラフまでの道のりは長い。時間ならたっぷりあるわ。それとたとえ根絶できなくとも緩和する方法ならきっと泉州にはあるはずよ。
そこに関して疑いを持ったことはありません。ただ誰もいないこの場を借りてもう一つ質問をしたいのです。どうしてもラフに帰らないといけませんか？
帰らないつもりなの？
元老は残虐だと言われているのに真っ先に排除すべきであろう私は生き残っておりました。それにルアン・メイ様も本来泉州とは無関係のはず。それならなぜ私を助けてくださったのでしょうか。
Despite Penpetlia ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why does Miss Ron May, who has no tie to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me?
きっと私は 知らず知らずのうちに誰かの盤上の駒になっていたのですね。
She's sharp. It seems as if I have become a pawn in someone else's game.
同盟内部にもあなたと同じ考えの人はいるわ。そして実際に駒として使っている人は今玉殿にいる。
Yuku ねら Yuku. There are people within the alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuku.
でしたらなおさら私はラフに戻って局勢を乱すべきではありません。それよりも流れに身を任せて今ある手札を有効活用する方がいいとは思いませんか？
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the lawful and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this
手
situation.
札の有効活用？
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
今人滅の烙印は私の体内で均衡を維持しています。そしてこれは元老が自ら残したもの。
Right now, the mark of runes inside me maintain delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Pentelia
で
herself.
きましたらこの剣を玉空様から将軍に報告いただき、そして私を元帥に合わせてほしいのです。もしかしたらこの体、同盟が敵に近づくための一助になるかもしれません。
If possible, please inform the general at rank for me to meet with the marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the alliance get one step closer to the sensuous enemies. Oh, ไม่เอานะอย่าแซงตัวเอง
ルアン・メイさんが一人でラフを訪れた時、あなたの話をしていたわ。そしてほぼ同じ時に請求列車からの連絡を受けた。
When Ron May visited the lawful earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincide with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived.
あなたの生存は元老の計画のうちにはない。
The Arbiter Generals conclude
適切な時期に
that
手
they did
札を
not
切れば
intend for you to
必ず同
survive.
盟が機戦を制するための騎兵になるはずだと天将たちはそう判断しているわ。
If utilized strategically, this could give the alliance an element of surprise.
そうなるとあなたが生き返ったことを内緒にしておく必要があるわね。でも決断を下す前にあなたの考えを聞きたいわ。もし家に帰りたいのなら
If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decision, I want to know what you think if you wish to go home.
私は全力で
I'll
あな
support
た
you
の
no
味
matter
方を
what
す
the
る。
others may say.
でしたら少なくとも玉空様が皆様と対立してしまう展開は避けられそうですね。
And I'm glad I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
善と多難、そう簡単にはいかないでしょうね。それでもあなたが進むと決めたのなら私に止める道理はない。あとこれは私のわがままかもしれないのだけど、この選択が本当にあなたの本心なのか、それを聞きたいの。
Rosa hates his paralysis. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
災いを転じて福となすと言います。あのことがあったからこそ、私はこの美しき夢で自分のことを見つめ直す機会を得たと感じているのですから。
I have come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise.
今この瞬間も私が玉空様に本心を明かしているという証拠をお見せできますよ。ついてきてください
Please
な。
follow me.
この近くにい
She
るか
should
と
be
思い
around
ます
here
ので。
somewhere. Who is she? She? Who?
あれは
Is that ทิ้งยืน
少し前に
After I
不
encountered
思議な出来事
I
によっ
was
て
I was
私は
multiple teen youths
夢の中で
which
何人
embody
もの
a
帝運
different
に分か
aspect
た
of
れま
my
した。
memories.
彼女たちは私の一部、それぞれ異なる記憶から生まれております。そのうちの一人があまりにも遠くに行ってしまったせいでしょうか。
And look
未
down
だに
hasn't returned to me
私のもとへ帰
returned
っ
to me
てきていま
because
せ
she
ん。
ventured too far until now.
あなたが言っているのは
You mean her?
彼女のこと。
ไม่เป็นตัวที่อยากกลับ
何
บ้า
を
น
しているのかしら。
What's she doing?
彼女は私を魅了してやまない何かに夢中になっているのかと。
She is captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me.
感情の一つである彼女は生まれたばかりの子供と何ら変わりありません。この船に乗ったのは高鳴る胸の鼓動に導かれたからです。
And a fleeting emotion, she is no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse.
玉空様、
You
まだ覚えておりますか？あなたにとってはありふれた何でもない飛行だったかもしれません。ですがそれはある幼い少女にとって初めて空に触れた瞬間だったのです。
Damn!
もちろん覚えているわ。
I remember.
あの頃あなたはまだ私が抱っこできる背丈だったわね。
Wow, so cute. What the fuck? Dude! Back then you were still young enough for me to carry.
あら、今も抱っこができるか試していただいてもいいのですよ。
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
もうさすがに無理よ。
I'm afraid you be too heavy for me now.
冗談です。
思い返せば小さなあなたはずっと聖査に乗りたいと言って私につきまとっていたわね。そして飛行士になるのが夢だとも。でもひとたび大空に飛び立てば慌てて人の服の端をぎゅっと握りしめていた。
I remember you keep begging me to take you to the Starship and even dream to become a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to for dear life.
あの飛行は私の人生を大
Was
きく
turning
変えま
point
し
in
た。
my life.
果てがないと思うほどの広い世界が目の前に広がっていて、私はとても興奮したのを覚えております。
The
も
boundless,
ちろん高いところに立っていたからではありませんよ。
the boundless cosmos unfolded for me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the will, by the
こ
realization.
の世界で
For the sake of it.
私たちはもっともっと遠くに行けることに
In
気
this
がつ
world,
いたからです。
there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore.
ですから聖査を操縦する才能がなく争いに向かない性格だとしても、私は紹介に入ってありとあらゆる地に赴くことを選んだ。
Window, I like a talented pilot the Starship and wasn't much of a warrior. I think just to travel around with the merchant guild.
今でもあの時の胸の高鳴りは心の中でずっと鼓動しているのです。
Even to this day, this thrill still coursed through me.
それは今も変わらないのかしら。
That hasn't changed?
はい、ずっと。私の旅は再び始まります。希望のさすらい人という身分を掲げて、より遠くを目指して旅立ちましょう。
Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the path that lie beyond.
そういえば玉空様、ナルビの方は大丈夫でしょうか？
Speaking of which, how are things with the whistling flames?
それなら顔面に代理をお願いしているわ。あなたも彼の人となりはよく知っているでしょうし、任せても心配はいらないかと思ったのよ。ただ彼のやり方は少し過激だから、あなたの商売の原則とは相性が悪いかもしれないわね。
I left Yanring in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme and might not always follow your principle as a travel merchant. My principles.
私の商売の原則。皆が得たいものを捨て、皆が捨てるものを得。そうすれば交わりは広がり、真に欲しいものが手に入る。八方美人はこれからも貫き通すつもりです。
That's the way to negative the world and achieve my goal. Alternative of my principles.
商売の規則は人を相手にするのなら通用しますけれど、神相手には通用しないのだということを今は理解しております。
本当ならこれは背負うべき重荷ではないでしょう。あなたは今回の災いにおける生存者の一人に過ぎないのに。
玉空様もかつては生存者だったはずですよ。
Whenever you go, you were once a soldier in the war too, weren't you?
おぼろげな夢の中で誰かが私に告げたのです。不幸になるという代償を支払わなければ生き残ることはできないと。ですが
I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity, but
ですが玉空様、天上で輝きを放つ神は人を駒にして群生で賭けをしています。その後に残されたのは死体が積み上がってできた山だけ。あなたはそれらにその代償を支払わせようと考えたことはありますか？
They become the ghostly human as pawn in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
ずっと考えてはいるわ。でもそれ以前にどうすれば私たちは神々の盤上から降りられるの？それすらできないのなら神に代償を支払わせることなんて到底かなわない。
Every day, but as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns?
選択の余地があるのなら駒になんてなってほしくない。私の願いはあなたがそんな神との戦争とは無縁な生活を送ってくれることなのよ。
If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be a carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
そんなに悲観しないでくださいな、玉空様。
Be disheartened, whatever you call.
タイ君の愛子のおかげで私はこの戦争への参加権を手に入れました。
Thanks to the favor of the Lord, Rowager, I become a player in this game.
知っていてほしいのです。盤上において憔悴の策をくじくのはいつだって名もなき兵士たちなのだと。
Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdue the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless.
なので今はただの駒だとしても狡猾にその巨大な手の持ち主たちに
So now we can expect of dust and make those mastermind behind the certain.
一泡吹かせてやろうと思っております
A way of silent linger departure is often distinguished from parting, yet is fortunate enough to wearing between the two. Barlock never seemed to favor everyone. น่าจะจบตรงนี้นี่แหละ Back in here. Not yet. Meanwhile, Dream Edge.
ここにも秩序の影響が残
Oh,
ってい
this
るの
first
か。
time I hear well. Is this place also affected by the
い
other?
いえ
Yeah.
ここに来たのは別れを告げるためです。実は途中で考えを改めましてね。
No. I'm just
今
here to
回
bid
は
farewell.
不確定要素が多すぎるので
I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables.
もう一つくらい予定外のことを増やしても構わないと思いまして。
So it shouldn't matter if we add another.
そうか。だが、なぜ彼女がここにいると分かったんだ。
ただの運任せですよ。彼女が行きそうな場所にはいくつか心当たりがあったので、どうやら今回は幸運に恵まれたようです。
I decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
こんなことを運に任せるなんて君らしくないな。
It's not like you to give things to luck.
私も変わろうと
I'm
してい
trying
る
to change too.
ということです。
ということです。
なるほど。
なるほ
なら俺は邪魔しない方がいいだろう。行ってくるといい。
ど。But you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
この機に私が逃げるとは思わないのですか？
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
君には全てを利用しようとする意欲と、それを可能にするだけの力があるが、その全てにロビンさんは含まれていないと俺は信じている。
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage, but that everything does not include Miss Robin.
感謝します。
感謝します。
それでワービックさんは？
それはワービック様。
当然僕も行く。
ご心配なく、彼は邪魔にはなりません。むしろワービックさんにはこちらから同行をお願いしたい。どんな理由があろうと、彼女は逃亡犯と接触すべきではありませんから。
I actually need one week to be here. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive no matter the circumstances.
彼女の前でも明かさないつもりなのか。
You not intend to reveal your true identity?
はい。これが別れだと相手に気づかせる必要はありません。私のわがままのために彼女にリスクを背負わせるわけにはいきませんので。
好きにするといい。
じゃあ行くか。
行きましょう。
行きましょう。
この一歩すら踏み出せないのなら、この旅立ちに意味はありません。
ไม่ค่อยห่างเท่าไหร่ Our journey can't begin if I can't take the first step น่าจะใกล้จบแล้วเปลี่ยนมาเป็นภาษาอังกฤษสุดท้ายแล้ว maybe last no ชอบประมาณนี้ Time to let the auto
Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Nice to meet you, Miss Robin. What's your name?
My name is One Week. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Robin ไม่มีเสียง Oh my god ขอใหม่ちょっと待って What the fuck โรบินก็ไม่มีเสียง หูใจสวย No I want to turn it back fuck it
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Nice to meet you, miss. May I know your name?
My name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a dream weaver. Thank you for all your hard work. You are the reason the Dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
What? I'm taking a break. I want to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I could see the star before I knew it. I would walk all the way here. I know this star only exists in a dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
So happy. She knew. You're really philosophical, Miss Wanweek. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
Show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I see. In that case, the observation deck is good choice. You can see all Pinnacle from here. This set can make something appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream Age after all. And the Dream Weavers are its true master.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind, I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many past and think about many futures. My only real regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and apologize for ages over whether that is the right course of action. She knows.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he will never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in that person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he fell, but I don't think he had the wrong intention. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn flying for the stars. I believe he will find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We don't have to soar into the sky together, because I know we will reunite one day, up there in the cloud.
I hope so.
Miss Van Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I would like to finish before I leave. If I have a dream we will help, maybe I'll be able to fulfill the missing piece.
A dream jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
ปิดเปล่า20ป่ะ Hurry, if you can't find them, just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
รู้อะไรมาเดี๋ยวเล่นเสร็จแล้วก็เดี๋ยวThe First Descendant เอาแค่คาพอ น่าจะไม่ได้เล่นแล้วล่ะปิดไปละไม่ต้องเปลี่ยนช่างมันเปลี่ยนปะไม่เป็นไรนิดเดียว
どうやら今日は運に恵まれているようですね。
You see me being blessed with good fortune today.
これは
Wait, what? A scroll note was left there. May your sky be forever radiant.
見覚えがあるわ。
おそらく他のドリームメーカーが残したものでしょう。この業界では祝福で無教の土台を築くことが習慣となっていますので。2つ目のピースですね。これは翼、それとも羽毛で作られた装飾品でしょうか。
これは折れた翼かもしれないわ。
もう少し探してみましょ
う。大丈夫よ。これを使いましょう。
มีใครทิ้งเราได้อีกแล้ว May your stay be forever lustrous. One more thing, stay fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too.
もう十分ね。そろそろ戻りましょう。
完成しました。どうぞご覧ください。これより向かうは見知らぬ星々。
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize.
しかし、あなたがここで空を眺めている限り、
As long as you continue to gaze upon them from here,
その星々
then
も
look after the star, we one day
私たちが再会する
our reunion.
故郷となるでしょう。
He's gone, right? Goodbye, brother. お兄さん、お兄ちゃん。
最後にさよならも言ってくれないの？私はあなたが思っているよりも強いかもしれないのに。
So you still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think.
長い旅路の間くらいは
You must try to
肩
relax
の
from
力
this
を
long
抜い
journey.
て過ごしてね。兄様。
兄様。Oh, like I said, she knows. She knew.
いい別れをしてきたようには
This is a perfect goodbye.
見えないな。
いえ、十分すぎるくらいです。もともとしばらく彼女のそばにいられればそれでいいと思っていましたので。
All I meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
しかし、なぜ余計なことをしたのですか？
What did you do? Those unnecessary things.
何のことかな？
何のことかな？
あのメモのことに決まっているでしょう。
Just who knows?
他の方に見つかってしまったら、彼女に不利な証拠になりかねないという。
君は何度も好き勝手してるのに、僕はダメっていうのか？
So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't.
僕だって一生後悔するのは嫌なんだ。
I don't live with regret for the rest of my life either.
一生の後悔
Live with regret.
か。
このお別れもそろそろ終わりだよな。
We're almost done saying our goodbye, right?
ええ、次で最後です。ですが、出発する前に、ベルトさん、あなたに一つお聞きしたいことがあります。あなたはなぜ七死人になったのですか？
どうして急にそんなことを？
ここまで同行していただく中で確信しました。ベルトさんは助けを必要とする人を決して見捨てない方なのだと。今この瞬間もまだまだ数えきれないほどの世界が空の上で請求列車の来訪を待っている。しかし あなたと仲間たちは会ったことのない旧友、そして悪名高い逃亡犯のためにピノコニーにとどまっています。開拓の意味は前進することであって立ち止まることではありません。だというのにあなたは当然のように大切な時間を価格たちのために費やしている。それはなぜですか？
その考えには同意しかねるな。それにきっと時計屋だって同じ選択をしただろう。
その選択をした彼は列車と別れ、以降二度と軍政へ向かうことはなかったではありませんか。
全ての旅が星の海へと向かうわけじゃない。列車を離れても終わらない開拓はある。七死人は特定の人物を指す言葉ではない。開拓に対する考え方は人それぞれだが、状況が許す限り俺たちは己の信じる開拓の道を全力で突き進む。そして俺が開拓する対象は未知なる世界ではなく、この星空の下に生きる人々だ。ベルトは俺の故郷で世界を意味する。誰もが自分の中に広大な天地を秘め、星々と同じように可能性を持っていることを示しているんだ。そんな人たちとのつながりこそこの旅で得られる最も価値のあるもの。これが俺の開拓の道であり、ここに留まっている理由だ。
ではなぜ私を選んだのですか？
言っただろ。俺も故郷を離れる時はバタバタしていたから、君の気持ちは分からなくもないと。そして過去と決別すると決めた時、人は冷静に自分と向き合えるようになる。今の君のように。ここには俺と君の2人しかいないんだろ。
やっぱりバレてたか。
あなたの目をごまかすことはできませんね。ワービックの秘密を見破られた以上、もう一から説明する必要もありませんね。早速本題に入り、このお別れにピリオドを打ちましょう。
เป็นภาษาอังกฤษเหมือนเดิมให้จบๆไปดูดฟาสเตอร์ไอตัวพี่พูดเราก็จะไม่พูดแล้วนะอ่านเอาอย่างเดียวนะยังต้องสู้อีกเหรอ
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident, one that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated.
So
now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you?
No.
I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs.
Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall.
But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you.
Let's go.
What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate, and see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world.
Let's go.
But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
Come on, let's go.
Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world, to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human, and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say. But, as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
I'll try.
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me.
This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
Time to fight myself.
Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. one desire to leave the stage for good.
One must first step back onto the stage!
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
รู้อะไรไหมเป็นไรอัพเนี่ยอาจจะตีเบาลงแต่ไม่เป็นไรแต่น่าจะไวกว่า
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding.
Eternal. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Why is everybody silent? The noise is fading.
Still the same one.
Enjoying yourself? Evilly but once! Rotate and
Noisy.
Ninjutsu, secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Please!
1M
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Be of your body and mind!
Disorderly noise.
The mood is set. Let the show begin! Let's improvise.
Noisy.
There's more to life.
Uphold the truth.
Dazzling ninja reporting first! Ha! Please! Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah!
Stay in step.
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding. Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
All things are part of the melody. Eternal prayer.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the
ตาย
wind.
เลยหรือเปล่าช็อตนี้
Immerse yourself in it.
ไม่ตายแค่เพียง
Disorderly
Dreams do
noise.
come true.
ที่3นะแล้ว
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Oh, deep.
Thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
We done? Please done. Please finish. I wanna sleep now.
So this is why I brought him here. Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express.
Oh, Sunday Joy Express.
Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
But if you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will open them. But this time it's a bit different. Before making any decision, Mick, I want to hear what you think. Me? In this battle, you were the one who directly confront him. Your opinion should be the most...
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You're a noble person. I can't deny that you always have compassion in your heart, even though we may view things a bit differently. I agree with what you stand for. I believe there is a better way to achieve your ideal. Certain rest day may be just a metaphor, but I look forward to the day when it comes true. We can be friends. Not being fortress in any way, enemy yesterday may be a friend today. Polly, I'm no longer a newbie. Come on, you're taking over as newbie.
He's just traveling with us, not an actual member of the Express crew yet. Your newbie status is untouchable.
I'm fine with that.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Look like we come to a decision. Remember to keep your conductor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
Yeah, but let me try contacting Madame Herta again before we set off. She helped us look into a full amphoras even though nothing new come up. I should at least let her know we are leaving.
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's problem with the inter-astral network. It shouldn't be anything to worry about. What could happen on the genius home turf? Even the antimatter regions wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, Madame Herta could be making a move again.
No, we're still not quite there.
What's that?
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So...
What the heck?
All-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
Damn. Herta. GG. Good night. Bye-bye. Speedrun. Bye-bye. 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 Shackle.